Hi, it's Sprinkler Sunshine here, and today we are going to be opening up the new Halloween Miniverse Make It Mini Food. There are 4 different miniatures to collect, including the spooky cake, the dirt cups, bug punch, and of course the super rare Beetlejuice sandworm. There's only 20,000 of these worldwide. This is actually the second Halloween series that Miniverse have released. And as a side note, it is actually possible to tell from these inner wrappers which one you are going to open. So you can see from the wrapper of this one, it is either the dirt cups or the Beetlejuice sandworm. The sandworm is a different capsule, so this is the dirt cups. So in our first packet, we have chocolate pound cake and also the sun-baked sweets. In the second packet, we have the sour worms, and then we have the creamy milk chocolate resin, and all of our tools that we're going to need to make our dirt cups. This little capsule topper actually glows in the dark, which is super, super cute. And our spider web glasses are awesome. I would actually love some of those for Halloween myself if they were bigger. Okay, this pound cake really does not want to open with these tweezers. It's literally just sliding straight off. This is not happening. I'm just going to rip it open and get digging. So we need to do a first layer of this chocolate pound cake, and then we need to do a resin layer on top. But this pound cake, it's surprisingly not very moldable. It's kind of keeping its shape really, really well. So I'm going to have to really pat that down to get a smooth surface. I definitely think that using my own tools has helped, but let's try putting the first layer of resin on and see how that goes. Again, this is really quite hard to squeeze out. It's like it wants to stay in its little tube, and I don't want to use too much and not have enough for later, so this is definitely trial and error. Okay, I'm not very happy with how this one has gone. As you can see, that is so just not very neat at all. So let's see if this second one can be a little bit neater and look a little bit smoother. Time for layer number 2 of the pound cake, and then obviously we will put another resin layer on top. I have one that's going really smoothly and one that just looks an absolute mess. So I'm hoping by the end I at least have one that looks really neat and tidy and smooth. I definitely think they could have made this little resin bottle easier to squeeze the resin out of, because it is hugely wanting to stay in the bottle. But look at those crisp lines. Yes, that is what I was looking for. Now I'm going to add some of the sour gummy worms to the top of the dirt cups. Oh, did not mean to do that. Oopsies. It does actually show on the instructions to put more of the pound cake on top, but I thought I really wanted my worms to set in the resin, so I've tried it like this, and I think it's going to look pretty cute. I'm genuinely loving how this is coming together. I love the little curved green ones. So I need to add my little sugar cookies in as well. Again, I really wanted these to set in the resin. I want to make sure that everything is absolutely solid and not going to fall apart. So I'm just making sure that they are firmly in there. As you can see, I've also abandoned the tweezers that come with the Miniverse in favor of my own craft tweezers, because honestly, these are just superior to the Miniverse ones, which are not so easy to use. Spending a lot of time on this because I really want to make sure they're all where I want them to be. And then I'm going to use the Miniverse UV light to set my resin and hopefully set it a little bit faster than waiting in the sunshine. And I have actually decided to add a little bit of the pound cake over the top, just to really give it that dirt look, since they are technically dirt cups. It seemed fair. Again, I'm going to really take my time doing this because I really want to try and make sure that it looks as good as possible, and that might just mean a few extra minutes of faffing. Okay, this is how they are supposed to look. How do we think we have done? Leave me a comment, let me know. Next up is capsule number 2. And as you can see from the inner wrapper, this is going to be the bug punch. So packet number 1 has our ice cubes and also our little whipped cream toppers. Ooh, and the gummy bugs. Ooh, I'm excited for these. I feel like these are proper Halloween-y. And our resin is Toxic Green Apple. This is the tray. I believe the cups actually sit in the eyeballs. These must be our straws. And these are our glasses. I'm really excited to see these. So these are skull glasses. Oh, look at how cool they look. Yes, so excited for these. So we're going to start off by putting a few ice cubes in each of our glasses. I think you should be able to see these through the resin, and I also think that they bulk it out and just make it look a little bit more realistic. The gummy bugs are next. I'm going to put some of these in, but I also want to make sure that I leave enough to decorate on the top with them. So I'm going to have to sort of count them out and be a little bit careful with how many go in there. Oh, I think some of these bugs are trying to get away. They do not want to end up as Bug Punch, but they are all super cool and realistic. Like, even when you get up close, they have like little legs and things like that, which I think is very cool. So it's time for some Toxic Green Apple resin, although I'm only putting in enough to cover the things that I have put in there because we need to save some of this for later. So I have to be careful with how much I'm putting in there. And then we're going to add our straws, get them into the perfect position, and we're going to take our Miniverse UV light again and go ahead and set these. This is the bit I want to be really super careful with because you are going to be able to see these top bugs really clearly. So try to place them in as neatly as possible, along with the ones that I'm going to put on the side. But I did fill it with resin to the brim, so I'm just hoping I don't push any out. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and do it to the second one. And then we're going to take our whipped creams and pick some to go on top. I think I'm going to do alternate colours of whipped cream and straws just because I think they will look really uniform and like they belong together then. It's UV light time and I am so excited. They're looking so good. How do you think we did? Yes, honestly, I love these. I think I did pretty good with these. I absolutely love how clearly you can see the little bugs from the outside. So capsule number 3 is the spooky cake. So packet number 1 has got our cake stand in, which actually comes with a really cute little topper, just to bring it a touch of colour. And then we have the icing web and our bat sweets to go in the top. Ooh, the sprinkles. And the striped cake that obviously we will be decorating. This looks so cute. I'm really excited. Oopsie, that's our resin that I just dropped. And of course our tools again. So first up we need to get our striped cake out and in position, and we need to go ahead and get some resin all around the edge. That colour, beautiful. Love that purple. So this is actually much harder than it looks. Trying to be really careful to spread it out. So I'm going to try and use some tools and just try and get it as neat as I possibly can. This is actually much harder than it looks because you really have to squeeze the bottle so hard to get the resin to come out. You definitely couldn't use the resin bottle to do the drips, or at least I can't, so I'm going to go ahead and use some tools and just try and get it to get a little bit of like a drip, so it's like a drip cake down the side. And then we're just going to go ahead and throw some sprinkles on this and hope that they stick. Ooh, the sprinkles are so satisfying to look at. Look at them. I really, really love that. So we're going to go ahead and get the UV light again and just quickly set this resin so that we can work on the top and we know that this is solid. It's time to put some resin on the top, and I'm just trying to mentally remember exactly where these holes are going to be, because I'm guessing the resin will pretty much cover the top. Again, I'm just using my own tweezers to place the spider web on the top here. And then once I've got that into position, we're just going to get the backed sweets and really hope that we can remember where the holes were. Just give it a little wiggle, get it in there. And then again, we're going to put some sprinkles on the top here as well before we go ahead and set this top resin too. Oh no! No, I totally didn't mean to do that, but luckily it has survived. So let's set it as quickly as possible before I destroy it by accident. And this is the end result. I think it's turned out pretty okay. I'm really, really happy with the drips, and I love the sprinkles. They look so cool. So let's see how I compare. So what do you think? Leave me a comment and let me know. So our second Dirt Cups wrapper, will this be the sandworm, or are we just going to get a double? Oh, you can see it is the Dirt Cups again, because the sandworm has a different coloured capsule. So I will leave that one rather than opening it again. That was the full series of Halloween Miniverse Series 2. It will take some time to tidy all of this up, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing if you did, and remember to keep the sunshine in your life, and I will see you in the next video.